Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. You are watching EduHub channel. I hope all of you want to know concept in an easy way with the problems according to the concept. In this video, I want to cover electrostatics concept and I want to start this chapter with very basic points. So, I want to cover properties of charge, methods of charging and Coulomb's law. Now, we are starting properties of charge. Electric charge. Charge is the property associated with the matter due to which it produces and experiences electrical and magnetic effects. The excess or deficiency of electrons in a body gives the concept of charge. Now we are starting specific properties of charge. Specific properties of charge. What is a charge? Charge is a scalar quantity and charge is a transferable. That is, it can transfer from one object to the other object. Charge is always associated with the mass and charge is constant and charge is also conserved. If two bodies are there, for example, if two bodies are there and one body have 3 coulombs of charge and other body have 5 coulombs of charge, even if we touch each other and again if we remove them and make them far away, then also total charge will be conserved. So we can say that charge is constant and charge is conserved. And we can also say charge is invariant. Charge is invariant means charge is independent of frame of reference. That is, charge on a body does not change whatever be its speed. Whatever be its speed, it doesn't change. So charge is always a fixed one. And it also says that charge is also constant. Accelerated charge radius energy. That means if v is 0, that is velocity of an charge is 0, then produces only electric field. If v is constant, produces both electric field and magnetic field. And if v is equals to constant and time varying, produces electric field and magnetic field and also radiates energy. I think you are clear with this. Now let us go further. Now let us see methods of charging. We can charge a body in three ways: friction, induction and conduction. Now let us see one by one. If you see how a body can be charged by friction. If we rub one body with other body, electrons are transferred from one body to the other body. That is, if we take two bodies, that is something like 3 coulombs and again 5 coulombs. If we touch each other, until the potentials becomes equal, charges will be transferred from one body to the other body. When we rub against each other, the both bodies will get charged each other and total charge is conserved. Now let us see conduction. The process of transfer of charge by contact of two bodies is known as conduction. If a charged body is put in contact with uncharged body, the uncharged body becomes charged due to transfer of electrons from one body to the other. That is, if an uncharged body is taken and a charged body is taken, and if we touch both other, then both the bodies get charged but total charge remains same. Remember that total charge remains same, that is charge is conserved. Now let us see how a body gets charged by induction. If a charged body is brought near a metallic neutral body, the charged body will attract opposite charge and repel similar charge present in the neutral body. As a result of this, one side of the neutral body becomes negative while the other side becomes positive. This process is called electrostatic induction. I think you understand this one. In induction, if one body is taken to the other uncharged body, then when we keep it near to the uncharged body, one surface of the uncharged body gets charged due to induction, and due to this other side will be of other charge because both have repulsions, so other charge will be opposite to that of the surface. Now, what is the important point? When so many of you get confused about what is the true test for electrification. Is it repulsion or attraction? It is true test for electrification is repulsion. You can remember this. Now let us see an example. So our example is when a piece of polythene is rubbed with wool, a charge of -2 into 10 power -7 is developed on polythene. What is the amount of mass which is transferred to polythene? Pause the video and try the question and resume the video and see your answer correct or not. So now let's see the solution. So we know that charge is an integral multiple of an fixed charge. So Q is equals to Ne. So the number of electrons N is equals to Q by E. Q is 2 into 10 power -7 as they given, and E is equals to charge of an electron 1.6 into 10 power -19 is equals to 1.25 into 10 power 12. Now mass of transferred electrons is equals to N. Mass of one electron is equals to 1.25 into 10 power 12 into 9.1 into 10 power -31 is equals to 11.38 into 10 power -19 kilograms. Now let us move further and know statement of Coulomb's law and an example based on Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. What is the statement of Coulomb's law? The electrostatic force of interaction between two static point charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them and acts along the straight line joining the two charges. That is, force is directly proportional to Q1 into Q2, where Q1 and Q2 are two charges separated by distance r, and force is directly proportional to 1 by r square. So force is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 divided by r square. So now force is equals to k Q1 Q2 divided by r square, where k is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught equals to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. K is a constant. I think you understand this very clearly, and going further, let us solve an example to get a clarity on this concept. Now let us solve the example. If the distance between two equal point charges is doubled and their individual charges are also doubled, what would happen to the force between them? Now let us see the solution. Force is equals to k q1 q2 divided by r square. This is the initial force. Now final force is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2q into 2q divided by 2r whole square. F dash equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 4q square divided by 4r square. So again force is same. So the force will remain same. So if you like my video, please share, subscribe and comment below if you have any doubts. Thank you.